everyone, my name is Chitra Goswami and this video is for the summary of lesson number 104 and the name of the lesson is email presentation. The objectives of this lesson are that students will be learning about additional Gmail features such as sending an email to multiple recipients or creating an email draft by researching and exploring on their own. And the students will be practicing peer listening by presenting to the class. First step, you are going to split the class into two teams and you will give them some Gmail features to learn about. They should take 20 to 25 minutes to answer the questions and prepare to present to the class, including a demonstration on how to use these features. They can find the answers by exploring the Gmail page, searching online, or by asking a classmate who knows the answer. For team A, the Gmail feature is multiple recipients and the questions are: how can you send an email to multiple email addresses? And what is the purpose of CC field and how it is used? And the purpose of BCC field and how it is used. For team B, the feature is drafts and the questions are: what is an email draft? If you are not ready to send a draft, how can you save it and return to it later? If you decide not to send the draft, how can you discard it? For the second step, you are going to give each team a chance to explain their answers and demonstrate the functions. And if needed, you can also add the tips given in the FRP. For the third step, you are going to give the students time to log into their Gmail accounts and practice the new skills that they have learned today. For example, they might send an email to multiple classmates using the BCC function, or they could practice discarding an email draft. Next is a very fun energizer and the name of the energizer is Molasses. So for this energizer, you are going to make some space in the classroom or you can go outside. For this energizer, you are going to play tag with the students. So one student in the classroom becomes it and now they have to tap somebody else and that student is going to become it. While everyone can try not to get tapped, except that instead of running, everyone must move in slow motion. And they have to do some exaggerated movements like they are swimming in molasses or honey. The second part of the lesson is resentment, and the objective of this lesson is that students will discuss negative consequences of holding on to resentment and students will be practicing strategies for forgiving others and letting go of feelings of resentment. The first step, you are going to draw a circle in the middle of the board and leave it blank for right now. You are going to ask the students what feelings students might experience when somebody hurts them, holds them back or breaks something of theirs. You are going to write the feelings as students call them out and then you have to connect them to the center circle. Finally, you are going to fill the circle with the word resentment. You will be introducing the word resentment and you will be saying that resentment is an emotion that can be felt when people are disappointed or frustrated with another person's actions. It often leads to anger, bitterness or frustration, which in turn creates a heavy feeling of resentment within the individual. For the second step, you are going to ask one question from the students. The question is: what happens if you hold all of those feelings inside and stay sad or angry? Or if you keep those feelings somewhere inside your heart? And then you are going to take responses for this question. For better explanation, you are going to take a balloon and you are going to blow some air into the balloon. And you will share that this air is like anger or sadness that comes into us. If we let it out each time we feel angry or sad, it's not such a big deal. Just a little air comes out and we are back to normal. And then if we keep it inside and keep adding to it each time we get upset or hold it in, then what happens? Then you will ask, what will the balloon do if we keep blowing into it? And you will explain that, watch what happens if I let it go. Then you will let go of the balloon and the balloon can deflate and fly over the room. It is pretty out of control. Same can happen with us. Step 3 is a vocabulary practice and the question for the vocabulary practice is that, what does the word forgiveness mean? For the fourth step, you are going to ask the students to fold a sheet of paper in half. Then you will assign a 3-minute quick write. On one side, the students should write that forgiveness is. On the other sides, they can write what forgiveness is not. After they have written, you are going to divide the students into small groups to discuss. Now, for the fifth step, you can invite the students to give responses and act them out. Then you will ask, What does forgiveness look like when someone makes fun of you in public because of your grades, or you hear your friend gossiping about you, or your relatives gets angry or says something unkind to you and then apologizes? And the same can be done for all the situations that are given in the FRP. For the sixth step, you are going to explain that even though most of us know that resentment is something that only brings more negativity, it can be very difficult to actually let go of these feelings. Letting go of resentment and anger can be hard work. After the explanation, you can instruct the students to watch the AV of the lesson, and this AV talks about how to let go of resentment. After the students are done watching the AV, you are going to ask one question from the students, and the question is, have you ever experienced anything from this video in your own life? Lastly, you are going to conduct the wrap up in the form of stand up and sit down activity, and you are going to acknowledge the students for all their hard work, and you are going to conduct the pledge. Thank you so much.